I had the good fortune of spending 3 years in Belfast and seeing that operation grow in a very similar fashion to what we're already seeing here. It's now 320 people on the way to north of 400. But most importantly, it is meeting that very critical duality that we're really looking for, which is truly local, invested in, involved in the community, an employer of choice where we're at, but also global, providing access and interesting roles and lots of opportunities. And I think what we're seeing in Tampa so far is really exciting. We love the people that are coming to work for us. We feel like we're already invested in the community. That is our history and our tradition, wherever we're at around the world, is being invested in our local community. So the decision around Tampa was indeed much more than economic, and it will continue to be. And with that, I'll hand over to our acting chair, Jayne Trujillo.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you everybody for being here. My name is Jayne Trujillo. I'm the acting global chair of Baker McKenzie. Some people call me Jamie, and I don't mind, especially if that associates me with Jayne and Lawless. I want to very briefly tell you 3 things about Baker McKenzie. The first is we are the original disruptors. We are the original global law firm. We invented and implemented that concept. And being here today is simply a testament to the fact that we continue to be the disruptors and the true global law firm. The second is our purpose as an organization is to help our clients navigate and prosper in a difficult, volatile, and changing world, but at the same time support our people and our communities. And the third is that we aspire to be the global law firm of choice by making our clients feel that we understand their business and their industries, so that they select us for the most challenging mandates, and that we do all this through a workplace and culture that is rewarding, diverse, inclusive. And as you can see, after sharing these 3 characteristics or things about Baker McKenzie, being in Tampa and doing what we're doing today fits very well into that. We are aspiring to completely change the way in which we deliver our services to our clients. And to do that, we are rethinking the way we price, the way we manage our services, and the types of services that we are providing. And that is exactly what Tampa is about. We have legal talent that will help our, let's say, M&A, private equity practices, or our dispute resolution practices tackle some very complex legal issues. We have IT specialists, we have financial experts, and we have BD, business development talent here that we were able to attract in Tampa. We didn't know, we hadn't realized we would be able to do that when we set out to select a location. And we were very, very pleasantly surprised to have found that in Tampa. And we wouldn't be placing such an important role and making such an important decision. I hope you realize what a big deal this is for Baker McKenzie if we were not certain and very comfortable that we made the absolute right choice. So I want to thank you for a welcoming atmosphere. We have the partners that we need, and we are prepared to bank on that for the future, which, as I said, is a very big deal for Baker McKenzie. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the person who has probably done the most, or not probably, I'm certain she's the single person who has done the most to make this happen today. Jamie Lawless. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jayne. So I have to echo Jayne and Jason's remarks and welcome you all here on a milestone day for not only the firm, but for the Tampa community. I'm so pleased to be showing you our new space today, and also to be sharing the vision of what we plan to deliver here, as reflected in the comments by Jayne just before me. And looking out at the room, at all of these familiar faces, because yes, I know each and every one of you, it's really incredible, because everyone here has played a critical role in getting us to this point and in making Tampa feel like home. You know, they say it takes a village, but in this instance, it took a city. Among us today are the business leaders who have welcomed us to the Tampa Bay area, the designers, the architects, the furniture manufacturers and distributors, the engineers, our owner's rep, which is a new term I'm very glad I learned prior to starting this build out, the construction companies, all of the folks who played an incredibly big role in building this beautiful new space, which I think for Tampa Bay is going to be game-changing. We're also blessed to be joined by the real estate experts and attorneys who negotiated our lease before that even found this prime location. We had a lot of fun, didn't we, Mike? And of course, the recruiters who will continue to, as if they haven't already, secure the best talent in the Tampa Bay market to work here in the center. And last but certainly not least, the government leaders and economic development professionals who made this decision the easiest, the most seamless, and I'll say the best decision Baker McKenzie's ever made. So truly a sincere thank you from the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you. So it's hard to believe that it's been a year since I moved to Tampa. And the past 12 months have been filled with numerous experiences that have both delighted and surprised me. And as I was reflecting on those experiences, one comes to mind, and I'll share it with you briefly. So I was invited to attend the Gasparilla Parade this past year, but I was on a float. So for those of you who have not participated in Gasparilla, a person of my age would much rather be on a float than in the streets with the crowds waiting for beads, amongst other things. And since then, I've been struggling because that's a really high bar to set. Your first Gasparilla Parade, you're on a float. And what I've discovered through conversations in the community is that the only better place to watch the Gasparilla Parade is in the mayor's tent. Maybe someone in here knows someone and might get an invitation next year. I don't know. I'm joking, of course. Unless you'd like to invite me. But joking aside, I think what's been most remarkable for me over the past 12 months has been the drive, the passion, the smarts, the talent, and the dedication of the people that we've met. And we're incredibly lucky because those exceptional people have either joined our team through strategic partnerships, like many of you in the room, or they've joined Baker McKenzie as employees of the Tampa Center. So my leadership team is sitting up front because they're a huge part in that success. Hold it together, Jayne. This has been a labor of love, so there's been some tears of joy, which is okay. I always say it's okay to cry as long as it's for something good. We have 122 people working in our center currently, and that number is growing exponentially every other week as we onboard a new group of talented professionals. And as we grow ambitiously to 300 or more, our aim is very consistent, and that is to create an environment where people love where they work, or if you're cool and hip, they hashtag love where you work. Sounds simple, but it's not an easy thing to do, but we're relentless about it. And part of that was creating this beautiful space. So from the beautiful Riverwalk Cafe, which is where we'll host our luncheon, to all of the alternative work areas and collaboration zones you'll see as you tour our space, you'll see that firsthand. And you'll see that we've created a place that feels much less like an office and so much more like a home away from home. And I hope that each and every one of you visits often and that this becomes your home away from home. I'd like to introduce Mayor Jayne Castor. whom we're so thrilled to have with us today. And after she speaks, I'm going to ask her, I hear she's strong, so we're going to maneuver these very large scissors and do a ceremonial ribbon cutting. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Castor.
Thank you very much. Before I make any remarks at all, Bob Buckhorn, come up here. This is your project. This is not mine.
I'm a has-been.
You did this.
And it was a pleasure to do this. Welcome to Tampa. This is an amazing group of people who I now give to Mayor Castor to take care of as they continue to grow and to continue to put Tampa on the map. This is just the beginning of something special in this community. Let's keep it going, everybody. Thank you, Mayor.
Amen. And we are so excited to welcome you to our city. And you know, the things that were just said about change and how important that is, and how everything is changing now, and the way that we do business, the processes, everything, and that we're looking at that as a community, and it's so exciting. I have to get used to terms like alternate workspaces and alternative workspaces and all those things that make you hip. We were talking earlier about being hip, and the fact that clearly I am not. Seminole Heights is my neighborhood. I've lived there since I was 21 years old. I'm 59 now, and now it is the hip place to be. And so I always say, clearly I had nothing to do with that, to which my children respond, no kidding, Mom, nothing hip about you. But this event today, describes Tampa and the trajectory that we are on. There are a lot of places that you looked at across the world, I'm quite certain. And you landed on Tampa because we checked a lot of those boxes. We have the talent pool, as you stated. Jamie even talked about some of the different companies that have come in to work and do the architectural work, to furnish the location, to design, build, that those companies are being used throughout the organization right now, worldwide. So we have those connections. We have that talent pool. We clearly have the quality of life here. You know, we live in paradise, and it's and I know you don't like to hear this, Craig, as Jamie said, we're the best kept secret. We don't want anybody to say that, but it is. It's just amazing that we have the opportunity to live, work, and play here in one of the best locations in the world. And so we're very excited that we were able to check the boxes and that you decided to make Tampa your home. And as it says, the hashtag love where you work, I say let's add love where you live and love where you are. And that describes our city. Also, one of the boxes that was checked that I feel in my very short tenure in this position that we do so well, and it surprises me that other areas don't, is the collaboration and the way that we work together. You see everybody here in the room. You see the Downtown Partnership. You see Visit Tampa Bay. You see the EDC. You see the Chamber of Commerce. You see everybody who comes together to say Tampa is the place to be. We want you as part of our family. And so welcome to the Tampa family. We are so excited that you are here. Now let's cut a ribbon.